members of the Armed Forces Council, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all. It would be recalled that His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, acting on the powers vested in him under Section 189, subsection 1G of the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, appoint His Excellency Mr. Badra Aliu Juf, Chairman of the Armed Forces Council, Honorable Sring Modou Njai, Member of the Council, Minister of Defense, Lieutenant General Yakuba A. Drame, Chief of Defense Staff, Member, Major General Mahmoud O. Cham, Armed Forces Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, Member, Brigadier General Turo Jaune, Commander of the Republican National Guards, Member, Mrs. Rohi Bite Dabo, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Member, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Abulai Conte, Civilian Member of the Council, as required by law, His Excellency Mr. Badra Aliu Juf, Chairman, Honorable Sring Modou Njai, Member, Lieutenant General Yakub A. Drame, Member, Major General Mahmoud O. Cham, Member, Brigadier General Turo Jaune, Member, Mrs. Rohi Bite Dabo, Member, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Abulai Conte, Member, are to take the prescribed oaths, that is, oath of allegiance, oath of due execution of office, and oath of secrecy. I, Ibrahim Asise, Secretary to the Cabinet, have the honor to invite His Excellency, Chairman of the Armed Forces Council. Excellency.
I, Badara Ali Juf, having been appointed as Chairman of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia according to law. So help me God. Oath for the execution of the office of Chairman of the Armed Forces Council. I, Badara Ali Juf, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of Chairman of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia, so help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Badara Ali Juf, having been appointed as Chairman of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God. Thank you.
I, Sering Modou, oath of allegiance. I, Sering Modou Njai, Minister of Defense, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia according to law. So help me God. Oath for the due execution of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council. I, Sering Modou Njai, Minister of Defense, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of the member of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Sering Modou Njai, Minister of Defense, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
Oath of allegiance. I, Lieutenant General Yakuba A. Drame, Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia according to law. So help me God. Oath for the due execution of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council. I, Lieutenant General Yakuba Drame, Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Lieutenant General Yakuba Drame, Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
I, Major General Mamad Ocham, Armed Forces Chief of Staff, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia according to law. So help me God. Oath for the due execution of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council. I, Major General Mamad Ocham, Armed Forces Chief of Staff, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Major General Mamad Ocham, Armed Forces Chief of Staff, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
Oath of allegiance. I, Brigadier General Tru Yaune, Commander of the Republican National Guards, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia according to law. So help me God. Oath for the due execution of the office of the member of the Armed Forces Council. I, Brigadier General Turo Jaune, Commander of the Republican National Guards, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Brigadier General Turo Jaune, Commander of the Republican National Guards, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
I, Mrs. Rohi Bitey Dabo, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Defense, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia according to law. So help me God. Oath for the due execution of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council. I, Mrs. Rohi Bitey Dabo, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Defense, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the constitutions and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Mrs. Rohi Bitey Dabo, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Defense, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
Oath of allegiance. I, Abdullah Conte, a civilian member of the Council, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, according to law, so help me God. Oath for the due execution of office of member of the Armed Forces Council. I, Abdullah Conte, a civilian member of the Council, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of member of the Armed Forces Council without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Oath of secrecy. I, Abdullah Conte, a civilian member of the Council, having been appointed as member of the Armed Forces Council, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Your Excellency, the Vice President, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Chief of Staff, Office of the President, Secretary to Cabinet, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Defense, Chief of Defense Staff, Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, Commander, Republican National Guard, Lieutenant Colonel Ablai Conte, retired, invited guests, members of the media. Your Excellencies, please allow me to take this opportunity to thank you for the unwavering support for the establishment of the Armed Forces Council and for accepting to preside over the inauguration of the Council despite your busy schedule. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Excellencies, distinguished guests, the establishment of the Armed Forces Council is part of a broader security sector reform framework intended to improve governance and oversight over the armed forces. Improved governance and effective oversight over the armed forces will significantly promote effectiveness and efficiency in service delivery, subject to the institution to democratic civilian control. Exactly the reason why the security sector reform process was rolled out by the government in 2017 under the wise and able leadership of His Excellency, the President. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, weak security sector governance and poor oversight poses a significant threat to security sector governance. Therefore, promulgation of good and progressive policies is indispensable if we are to achieve efficiency and effectiveness in the administration and operations of the armed forces. The Armed Forces Council will be required, among other things, to advise the President and Commander-in-Chief on matters relating to administration and operations of the armed forces. The failure to functionalize the Council in the past resulted to poor governance with a steady decline in the overall efficiency and effectiveness of the armed forces. Revitalization of the Council will help the armed forces to regain its past glory. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to thank the members of the Armed Forces Council, particularly the civilian component of the Council, for accepting to serve in this capacity. The task you have just assumed is not an easy one. I have no doubt that you will have all what it takes to deliver in this capacity. For the ex-officio members of the Council, we will count on your wealth and experience and professional background to improve the governance and administration of the armed forces. The armed forces is one of the most sensitive institutions in the country that deals with the defense of our sovereignty and territorial integrity. Efficient oversight over the institution will address governance deficit and improve the efficiency of the institution. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I want to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, for sharing this moment with us despite his busy schedule. And I want to once again thank the members of the Council for accepting the task assigned to them. Therefore, there is no doubt that the task that you have just assumed is not an easy one, but I have no doubt that you have what it takes to deliver to the expectation of the people. On this note, Your Excellency, I thank you very much and beg your permission to resume my seat. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, honorable ministers here present, council members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and members of the media. His Excellency, the President has appointed us as members of this very important council. The task to which we are asked to undertake is a tall order. And in fulfilling that tall order, Our first loyalty is to His Excellency the President as the Commander-in-Chief. Our loyalty to the government of the day. That is the most important thing. The government that is responsible for policy and programs. The providence of the future council members does not lie in the AK-47, but lies in strong policies and programs which we would support the government to execute. And in trying to support the government to execute those programs and policies for the socio-economic development of this country, we must endeavor to make this institution, the armed forces, efficient, effective, and highly functional and agile. In so doing, we are tasked with the responsibility of enhancing their professionalism and professionality as members who should defend the territorial integrity of this country. Gone are the days when people with the AK-47 would continue to have their say on the political stage. It leads to a miscarriage of democracy and a dysfunctionalism of the Constitution and the instability of a country. The time has come for mindsets to change, for attitudes to change, and focus loyalty on government of the day. Focus loyalty on the commander-in-chief, and be responsible for the territorial integrity of this country. To this end, we will continue to enhance the human capital of the armed forces, particularly the skills in which they can acquire that ministers to the development of this country. We'll continue to support the engineering wing of the armed forces to make them more sustainable and not depend on subvention from government. We will continue to support the medical wing and the nursing wing of the armed forces so that they can back government in times of pandemics. We will continue to enhance them and link them to contracts so that at least they can participate and in that way enhance their expertise and experience in the area of engineering, in the area of medicine, in the area of nursing, and in the area of development execution. We'll continue to deal with that with the armed forces so that they can be more solvent and therefore continue to improve their capital stock, in that cases. It is often said that an empty mind is a devil's workshop. So you will be preoccupied with not only defending this country, but also participating in socio-economic development, whether it's in agriculture, whether it is in medicine, whether it is in nursing, whether it is in engineering, whatever form of engineering will continue to develop that capacity in that case. It behoves the council to do that on the mandate of the commander-in-chief. That is what he wants, a highly professional army whose professionality is extended to skill acquisition, whose professionality is extended to ministering to the socio-economic development of this country, and whose professionality is extended to maintaining peace and order and stability in this country. That is the mandate that the commander-in-chief has given us, and we should fulfill in that. That is something that we have a contract with the commander-in-chief, and I would like to promise the commander-in-chief that this council will work towards fulfilling that mandate. On behalf of everybody, we would like to return thanks to His Excellency, the President, who is also the Commander-in-Chief, for appointing us on this council, and we will endeavor to fulfill our duty to the fullest. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, Honorable Minister of Defense, and other ministers present, senior government officials, Chief of Defense Staff, and service commanders, members of the Gambia Armed Forces Council, members of the Gambia Armed Forces Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. As Commander of the Gambia Armed Forces, it is a singular honor for me to officially inaugurate the Gambia Armed Forces Council. The occasion marks another important step forward in the implementation process of our national security reform program. The formation of this council is a constitutional requirement as outlined in the 1997 Constitution. It is a body created to serve as a structural layer with oversight functions to facilitate the achievement of our objectives and desire for a responsive, professional, efficient, and effective defense sector. It is a special sector exclusively dedicated to maintaining peace and stability in the country and safeguarding our sovereignty and territorial integrity. Of course, we acknowledge and appreciate their visibility in many other activities and programs of much importance. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is the first ever Armed Forces Council established in the Gambia, which makes the event historic. I join the previous speakers, therefore, to congratulate each one member of the Council on their identification to sit on this important body. The selection of the membership was done in accordance with constitutional provision and was subjected to due scrutiny to ensure that the right choices were made. I hope with sincerity that all council members will measure up to the trust and confidence reposed in them. The selection exercise and constitutional framework were informed by the realization that my government inherited a security apparatus that needed comprehensive review and a major structural and operational reform. My appeal for support to address the situation was well received at both regional and international levels, leading to the development of a UN Peace Building Fund security sector reform project to support the reform process. It is a delight that our efforts have led to this inaugural event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I believe strongly that the function of the Gambia Armed Forces Council, as contained in the 1997 Constitution, will significantly influence the checks and balances within the armed forces, while contributing to the observance of our democratic values in their daily operations. This is a daunting task, but I have no doubt that you have the wisdom and good judgment to conduct yourselves in ways that befit your status and responsibilities. This will help you to perform your tasks effectively and enable you to exhibit a high level of professionalism in the face of emerging security challenges. The long process taken to form this body was to ensure that we set up an effective and functional Armed Forces Council. The decision emerged from my government's wish to attain our common aspiration of political and economic stability in a truly sovereign democracy. We are committed to civil community of free, productive citizens characterized by sustained, peaceful coexistence. Security is a fundamental aspect of the process. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my profound gratitude goes to the Honorable Minister of Defense and Staff, the National Security Advisor and his team, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces, and the service commanders for all the achievements registered in the defense sector so far. I expect and urge this council to work closely with the Ministry of Defense and the Gambia Armed Forces to complement their efforts. I assure you that my government supports you to achieve your goals, and we will continue to explore all available options to ensure that the gaps and challenges of the military, as identified in the security sector reform, are addressed with urgency. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, I congratulate all council members and look forward to our joint efforts to achieve our national development aspirations. With these remarks, I declare the Gambia Armed Forces Council officially inaugurated to carry out its mandate. I thank you very much for your kind attention.